Hello, this is Aine here. Have a look at the links below if you want to know more about workshops and things. This is my lovely neighbour Cindy, who's agreed to sit for me today, and this is step 2. Now, in between, while the first step was uploading, I have done a little bit, and while Maisie was falling asleep, she's had a run in the garden and she's back in her bed now and happily sleeping, so that's why I'm being kind of quiet. I want her to stay that way for 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do another little bit. Thanks, Cindy. Okay, so I've just been extending it this way a little bit and locating the position of the features down the face and the turn of the headdress on the back there. And I want to deepen the tone in the polo neck. Now, do I? Yes, I think I want to make it a little bit darker back here. I'm looking at the shape of the space made between the back of the headdress and the back of the neck of the jumper. I'll put a bit more brown into that. It's too similar to the headdress colour. Okay, anytime I want to place an angle, I kind of continue it and see where it would cut through the rest of the face and on the other side. And then the folds in the shirt are helpful to describe the cross section of the neck. So I'm just going to indicate a couple of them. But mostly I want the darks to be located at the back here. And there's something quite pleasing about the back of the body being anchored down in the darks. And I've placed Cindy so that she's looking out the window, so there's a bit of light falling on her face. There's also light coming from the back of the room, but it's not so noticeable today, it's quite dull. So I can afford to make the back of the body a little bit darker. And it extends further than the headdress does. Of the shoulder there. Okay, I don't want to be painting Cindy's top. No. Get some of that. I think it's tallow blue that I used. Yeah, that's a bit better. That was indigo there, I think. Okay. Once I've done a little bit in the surrounds, I'll go back and establish more the features. Kind of wary always of making of colour and having different colours to describe different parts. So for example there, I didn't want to do too much of that blue in the headdress because I quite like it being reserved for this area, and so I'm actually even going to just obliterate that blue a bit, and I want to deepen the tone of the shadow here so that we know that it's under and away from us, that it's undulating around the back, this dark bit of the neck where it meets the collar. And I've lifted the headdress a bit because I recognised I didn't leave enough skin here. So now the ear needs to be lifted too. And so the shadow underneath the ear is what I feel describes the ear for me. I'm just judging how far across it comes. So the front of the ear would be about here. So yeah, the shadow needs to be further over. There. And then I'll bring it up to describe the lobe shape. I think that's okay. I mean, really, the ear is covered. It's just to locate the position of it with the shadows that are there. And then there's a touch of hair coming out just here. And I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Kind of interested too in the splash of colour at the front here. Don't want to go into any detail because I like to reserve that for the area of the face really. But I think the colour of the pattern at the front is too beautiful to just not indicate it. Turning it this way because I want things to flow in the diagonal direction down the way. And even there is a bit of blue there as well, but I don't want it to mix in with the orange. So I'll put the splash of blue there later when it's dry. Or I could actually just paint that shoulder in with the tallow blue. Tallow blue looks like that. And I could paint the shoulder in using that colour. It'll also be kind of handy to be able to create the shape of the space that's in there between the chin and the shoulder. Yeah. So I should say, since the last video, things have calmed down a lot. We've established a bit more of a routine. I'm feeling much more sane. Touch wood. May not last, but just for now, I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for a lovely new family member. And I do cuddle her a lot. I know people who are kind of thinking, God, is she only training her? But actually, we had a lovely session on the couch, myself and Maisie and Muji yesterday for an hour. Had a rest. I just sat listening to a kind of meditation thing by Muji. It was a nice and relaxing way to spend the afternoon. Okay, now just establishing a bit more of the structure of this lovely top. Okay. And you know, Cindy has been an amazing neighbour for us. When I was away for a week last year, she ended up feeding the cats, but not only that, when I came home, the house was like a hotel. All the beds were dressed, and it was incredible what you did, Cindy. I was so grateful that time to come back to a clean and tidy house. Now I'm going to bring some of the same darks I've been using around here into the area of the eye particularly. Could do with being made significantly darker. And even the eyebrow here, the other one as it comes around. Maybe the cavity of the nostril too. Let's see how much time we have. Okay. Yeah, so I'll deepen the tone and make it a little bit more skin colour by putting some cadmium red in to create the shadow shape that I see to be here. I could do bring a little bit more colour into the skin now. Okay, a touch of shadow under here too. Just to anchor down the face a little more clearly. Another minute. I'm going to do the using some of the Jackson's orange that looks like that. I'm going to bring some of that into the colour on the neck and here too. And push up and lift is what I like to do with these brushes. Push up and lift so that the paint accumulates and it kind of paints itself on the way back down. Actually, something more inspired, I think, about the surface when it's when the brush pushes up, then the water is allowed to play more of a part. But actually it got stuck in there to the colour of the eyelashes on the other side, which I didn't want. Okay.